Learning a new language in 2 months? Sounds impossible, right? Well, so does finishing a diet without accidentally eating an entire pizza. But guess what? It can be done. Most people think learning a language takes years. That's because they're learning the wrong way. If you follow traditional methods like memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary lists, sure, it'll take forever. But what if I told you there's a faster way? Think about it. How do we learn our first language? We don't sit down with a textbook on day one. We listen, observe, and mimic. Babies don't start by memorizing grammar rules. They just blabber until something makes sense. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. First step, surround yourself with the language. Listen to music, watch movies, switch your phone's language settings, and yes, start talking to yourself in the mirror like a crazy person. Think of it this way. If you moved to another country and had zero choice but to hear that language daily, you'd pick it up way faster than if you just studied a book. So create that living in another country effect at home. And don't just stop at passive listening. Sing along to songs, repeat lines from movies, and get comfortable with the sounds. Even if you have no idea what's happening, your brain is making connections. Step 2. You don't need perfect grammar to start speaking. Babies don't, and they turn out fine. Imagine if babies refused to talk because they weren't ready yet. Society would be doomed. Even if you only know 10 words, use them. Say hello, ask for water, tell someone your name, and when you make mistakes, and trust me, you will, just laugh it off. People love that you're trying. Confidence speeds up learning. The more you use the language, even badly, the better you get. Step 3. Use the 80-20 rule. Did you know 80% of daily conversations come from just 20% of the words? So why learn every word when you can focus on the most useful ones first? It's like hacking the system. Think about your daily conversations. You're constantly saying things like, hello, how are you? Where's the bathroom? Not, excuse me, do you have a spare grappling hook? If you master these high-frequency words first, you'll be able to hold conversations faster than you think. Step 4. Learn like a kid. Kids don't study flashcards all day. They play, make mistakes, and learn naturally. So let's ditch the boring approach and turn this into a game. Use apps, play word games, and challenge yourself. Ever tried labeling everything in your house with sticky notes? Suddenly your fridge is screaming refrigerador at you every time you go for a snack. Another trick? Narrate your day like a sports commentator. And here we have Bob making a legendary sandwich. He spreads the peanut butter like a champion, truly inspiring. It sounds silly, but it forces your brain to think in the language instead of just translating in your head. Step 5. Daily practice, small but consistent. Think of learning a language like going to the gym. 5 minutes a day beats cramming for 5 hours once a week. Consistency wins every time. Set a timer, challenge yourself to learn one new phrase daily and track your progress. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth, except way more fun. Even if you're busy, there's always time. Listen to a podcast on your commute, practice in the shower, your shampoo bottle won't judge you. Or send a message in your target language. Small wins add up. Step 6. Think in the language. Here's a trick no one talks about. Stop translating in your head. If you always think in your native language first, you'll stay stuck. Instead, train your brain to think in your new language from day one. Start small. Label things around you in your mind. Instead of thinking, I'm going to the store, say it in your new language, even if it's messy. The goal isn't perfection. It's rewiring your brain. Even if you don't know all the words, fill in the blanks with what you do know. It forces your brain to stay in the language, and before you know it, boom, you're thinking without even trying. All right, let's be real. Learning a new language can feel overwhelming. Maybe you've tried before and given up. Maybe you think you're bad at languages or that you just don't have the time. But here's the truth. No one is born speaking multiple languages. Every fluent speaker you admire, they started exactly where you are now, confused, nervous, making mistakes. The only difference? They kept going. Picture it. You're traveling, ordering food like a pro. You're watching movies without subtitles, understanding jokes, even making friends in another language. It's not just a skill, it's a superpower, and it's completely within your reach. Learning a language isn't hard, it's just about finding the right way to do it. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, for science.